I love moments like this, revealing a brand new car for the very first time. And this one is pretty special because it is the return of a famous badge in Ford's history. It is the new Ford Puma.
Coming up in this exclusive studio walk-around, I'm going to talk to you about the styling.
I think it looks really very good indeed.
Check out its interior.
On titanium models, you can have zip-and-go seats.
And show you its clever boot.
You can actually wash out this boot. It's a drainage hole. But before all of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, switch on those notifications and leave those comments below.
So here it is then, the all-new Ford Puma. In response to the seemingly insatiable appetite for SUVs amongst new car buyers, Ford has plugged a gap between its EcoSport and the forthcoming all-new Kuga SUVs with another. It's designed to take on the soon-to-be-launched new versions of the Nissan Juke, Renault Captur and the Peugeot 2008. And to help Ford knock some marks off those established players, it's going back in time to a much-loved 90s icon. Just like the original, launched in 1997, the new Puma uses Ford Fiesta mechanicals.
Now, Ford has tried not to do the typical wedgy SUV shape for this car. They've tried to go for something a bit more organic, a bit more curvy, and I think it works. Of course, they've also tried to make it look a little bit like the original Puma, and you can see that with these headlamps mounted high on the front wings, the teardrop-shaped glass area, and of course the tapered rear end. I think it looks really very good indeed. And of course, because it's an SUV, it's got those SUV connotations, a bit like a Porsche Macan and a Jaguar E-Pace. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Inside, and it's clear to see which car the Puma is based on, and that's the Fiesta. And that's not a bad thing at all, but there are a few key differences, one of which is the material quality. There's some extra bits of padded leather materials around. The whole interior feels just slightly more plush as well. On titanium models, you can have zip-and-go seats, so zippable seat covers. They're fully washable. You can have them in the front and in the back. We've got the ST line car here with its red stitching, red little accents around the air vents and this carbon fibre effect trim. You also get digital dials, and you can choose between different designs, which is all pretty good indeed. And there's also Sync 3. Now, it's not the best system in the world, but it works pretty well and it looks pretty good too. In the back, and there's not a huge amount of space. Now, that seat is set up in my driving position. I'm just over 5'10", and knee room is just about average, and so too is headroom. If you go for the panoramic sunshine roof as well, headroom is reduced a little bit as well. There's no armrest, and the whole thing feels just a little bit claustrophobic, especially in this ST line black headliner. But do you really expect this kind of car to be massively practical? Well, Ford thinks you can, because they've left all the clever secrets in the boot. It's at the back though where this stylish SUV takes on a bit more of a flexible appeal, because pop the tailgate, hands-free, and look, there is enough space for a child's pram. Take that out, and you've got an enormous space. It's actually a metre wide. But that's not just the only thing this boot can do, because if it's double level, you can pop the boot floor down a level, and thanks to these clever little hinges, you'll see what they do in a second, you've got a much larger loading area. But you'll see these hinges pop into play in a second. You can pop up the boot floor and you've got even more storage. Look, space for a couple of soft bags and a small little suitcase. Look at that. And you've got a huge amount of extra storage, but that's not just it. You can pop up the mat, and then down there you may well spot this little handle. Twist it There's a hole down to the ground. You can actually wash out this boot. It's a drainage hole. And to give you an idea of how big this is, you can actually grab a set of golf clubs. You can fit 2 golf club bags in there actually. Close the boot lid. And it fits.
What do you think to it? Leave your comments below and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.